Hello again. So a priest, a rabbi, and an Eskimo walk into a bar. You'd think one of them would have seen it. Anyway, that's not why we're here today. I had a nursing visit today. And for those of you who have not yet had the pleasure of having home health nurses or had them on a regular basis, when you do, you get to be friends with them for the most part, as long as they're not, jerks. And right now, all the nurses that I have, a little adjustment there, uh, they're not only good nurses, but they're friendly and stuff. And I have one in particular, I won't mention her name, but she's probably my favorite because we'll talk about politics and music and movies and all kinds of stuff. And she pretty much agrees with everything I say. So I like her. She's obviously a very intelligent woman. Anyway, we got to talking today about something, and it came up about like home cooked meals and how you make things. And it reminded me of something I've talked to a couple people before. But I think probably everybody knows someone, that whenever, like, say you're having like a, one of those covered dish type things, whether it's a church group or something, but everybody's bringing something to it. And you'll have somebody that says, I'll make the meatloaf. Everybody loves my meatloaf. Or I'll make the potato salad. Everybody loves my potato salad. And, or it's like, everybody loves my lasagna. And you have some of the lasagna and you're like, really? Everybody loves my macaroni salad. And you have the macaroni salad, it's like, she boiled up some elbow macaroni and mixed it with mayonnaise. Well, I have a theory about how these things come about and why these people are making meals that everybody loves, but they're crap. And here's what I think happens. You'll have a newly married couple, and the husband says one of his favorite things is meatloaf. So the wife decides to surprise him and make meatloaf. And the husband comes home and she says, look what I made for you. He's like, oh, thank you. And he starts eating the meatloaf. And all she did was, take some hamburger and mix it with cracker crumbs or something. And it's this little dried up piece of meat with no flavor. But of course, being freshly married, he doesn't want to offend her. And so he goes, oh, this is great. I love it. And then later on, she'll make it for somebody else. And she'll say, Bob loves my meatloaf. And they'll have it. And they don't want to break her heart. And they're like, yeah, this is great meatloaf. So now it's 20 years, 30 years later. And you got this woman that everybody loves my meatloaf. And the meatloaf is crap. But it's because nobody ever had the heart to tell her that her meatloaf is crap. And so I found a way of dealing with that because, believe it or not, even I don't like to offend people over things like that. There are things that I will be offensive about. I'll call you an idiot when you're being an idiot. But, some lady who's proud of her macaroni salad or whatever, I don't want to tell her I don't like it or it's terrible or how can you make macaroni salad with no hard-boiled eggs or whatever it is. So here's what I do. And I'm afraid people are going to steal this now, and it's going to become a known thing. And eventually it'll get around to any time people say this, the person will know that what they're really saying is, your lasagna sucks. But anyway, what I say to them, they'll go, do you like it? And I go, well, I'm just so used to the way my mother used to make it. And that's totally inoffensive because, everybody likes their mother's food for the most part. Your mother could be a terrible cook, but you're going to have fond memories of her macaroni and cheese, And the person can't fault you for preferring your mother's cooking. And more importantly, you don't have to worry that every Christmas Eve, this lady is going to show up with a pan full of the worst lasagna in the world, thinking she's doing you a favor. So that's all I have to say about that. Peace out.